and welcome to another episode of Gladria West. I am your humble DM, Tyler, and with us is most of our party. One of our party members could not make it because they had an emergency to deal with, so they hope sending all prayers on their end, and hopefully they'll be back for next time. But nonetheless, we got the rest of the party here joining with us. If you guys would like to reintroduce yourselves and maybe tell the audience what your new subclasses are.
Hello, I'm Aloe. I'm playing Marina. I am a rune knight. I use magic. Mwahahaha.
Uh, I am Voodoo. I play Cray, and I forgot what my subclass was.
It's on your character sheet, my friend.
I was pulling up. It's a Way of the Long Death. Yes, for
There you
monk.
go.
All right. Joey Wheeler is Jazardgo coming in Druid with the Circle of Stars. I'm pretty cool.
And I'm Raylan. I am playing Kenku Rogue Psionic Blade.
All right, and without further ado, let's continue where you guys left off. So the last time you left off, you guys were able to take down a troll, and with that, Sheriff recognizes that there were some approaching lizard folk approaching the party, and the lizard folk, proud that you guys took it down, asked if you want to come to the village because, excuse me, if I sound congested, it's because I am. Shariv, recognizing the people belonging to a tribe, he asked to speak to the shaman of the tribe. You guys went to the camp. Shariv spoke with the tribe and got a better glimpse of perhaps a prophecy event and to spread word and to ask for directions for other tribes, in which he acquired some. You guys were resting a bit until a small army of bullywugs and some trolls raided the camp. You guys managed to hold them off, despite most of you guys missing your attacks and abilities and what have you. Nonetheless, you guys were able to persevere, minimizing as much deaths as you could and neutralizing most of the threat. It is at this point the next day. If you guys haven't already done so, you guys can take a long rest. And as you guys rest, you guys start to feel a bit more stronger than the previous day. Craig, now that you are starting to hone your skills a bit more of the monk, you know the ways of your style of monk, and you think they might need to become into use as the road is getting progressively dangerous. You, Jazargo, are trying to learn new spells coming from your star druid magic. Marina, you are looking over your equipment, and at this point, seeing how things are getting dangerous, you think now is the perfect time to use the runes in order to further assist you on your journeys. Shariv seems to be normal based on what you guys believe, and for you, Raylan, as you were startled in the night and discovered that you woke up to a migraine headache, and as you did, as you are rubbing your temple and as you look at your feathered hand, you see what randomly appeared to be a dagger made out of complete psionic energies. You being freaked out by this a little bit, but nonetheless, throughout a few minutes, you kind of figured, okay, this seems to be looking like a dagger, and it acts like in a dagger some way, and you can realize that you could call it forth whenever you need. So you don't discover how exactly you've gotten these abilities or what have you, but they seem to manifest, which is quite odd. But nonetheless, it's another tool in your toolbox from what you could gather, unless you want to do a bit more investigating on the matter.
At this point, I just assumed that it was maybe some weird food that I ate last night from the lizard folk, and all of a sudden, it's unlocked a part of me, and I'm like, okay, I'm just kind of see what's going on. Maybe I'll talk to Sharav later on at some point, but not at this point. I'm going to try and just see what's going on.
Alrighty. It's the next morning. You guys all circle around one another as you guys are eating some breakfast, some meats, more specifically some frog legs from yesterday's enemies. Shariv is devouring them like the animal he is, acting more bestial than the previous day, but it's probably because he really loves frog legs, you guys presume.
Alright. Well, so where the fuck is the town from here? Because I'm completely lost at this point.
So, based on your guys' general direction, you know that going to Castle Gladria is probably going to take you a large bulk of the day heading east, traversing
Alright.
through the swamps.
Well, I'm all ready to pack up and go. If you guys are.
Well, how'd everyone sleep?
Well, I got attacked in the middle of the night, interrupting my sleep, so not great.
What'd you get attacked by?
The whole fucking town got attacked by frogs, man. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, I thought we were talking about sleeping after the attack, after the town got
I was
attacked.
fucking taking a nap in the middle of it, and then I woke up to the sounds of arrows and spears and shit, and now I had to go up and fight 2 fucking trolls.
Well, besides that, I think I slept rather well. Besides the frogs.
Oh, that's lovely. Hey, look, it's nothing against you. It's just like, did you forget we were attacked, or just?
No, I knew we were attacked, but I assume we were talking about taking a nap and sleeping after we took care of all the big baddies.
No, look. I must continue to say this. I am not as physically fit as fucking like Sheriff and goddamn Cree over here. Alright? I do what I can, but I'm not meant to be doing this shit.
Rafe flexes his muscles, hearing you say physically strong, referring to him.
Sharif continues to eat frog legs. He says, I'm ready to go when you are. All ready to go. And Wildfire says, well, it sounds like a plan, partner. I'm ready to go whenever you guys are.
Alright,
Yeah.
sounds like we should start heading out.
Alright. Sharif packs some extra frog legs before you guys eventually head out. Oh yeah, let me attach you to Sharif. You are now attached to Sharif, so you can move Sharif's token. No?
No, I attach him to me so I can move my
Ah.
token around. He moves around as well. So we.
Alright. So you guys pack some extra frog legs. And
Yep.
before you guys go, the shaman comes out and he says, we appreciate you helped our village last night. Here, I
Yeah,
give
you're-
you all blessing, if you wish.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
He
I'll take it.
basically grabs a mixture of chalk, a little bit of acid, and whatever, and his spit, and he draws a line on each of your guys' foreheads, giving you all advantage on, basically giving you inspiration. He says, this should come in, hopefully the gods will bless you all.
Got it.
Alright,
Appreciate it.
you stay safe, and Sharif, beware of lizard folk tribes. Not all are friendly. Sharif's like, okay. And then he just goes.
Very simple, okay.
Yeah, he just starts walking off. Raylan, I'm just gonna keep shutting up because I'm keeping up the ruse that I had from last time that I'm just a stupid bird on his shoulder.
Of course. Alright. And eventually the guards let you pass, and you guys go more eastward.
I thought we were going west.
It's east, not west. Let me
East.
West. Let's do some swamp travel. As you guys
Alright.
approach more and more east, you guys start to notice that the swamp is becoming more thickier, more boggier as you guys are traversing. At this point, for Sharif, this is perfectly normal to him. He's used to this type of environment. But the rest of you, not so much. So as you guys traverse the area, I do need you guys to make strength saving throws to see if you can navigate and trudging through the swamp as you guys continue.
Do I have-
24.
Let's see.
Raylan, since
Do I have to?
no, you do not.
Yeah,
have to,
I'm
since
sitting
you're
on the
the
shoulder.
shoulders. Yep.
Yeah.
I got a nat 20, making it 26.
Okay.
I got a 24.
13 plus 4, I got 18.
Fire rolled an 18 plus stuff. So all of you guys, you know, it's very muddy and traversing through the swamp, but you guys are able to manage through it. You guys can roleplay with one another if you wish on the track there.
The moment that I like kind of step into this swamp, I'm like not really expecting it. I'm like paying attention to it in front of me, and I like step in a puddle. Oh God, my coat, my white coat, it is now ruined. No,
Dang.
as I like kind of grab it and pull it up, try to shake off the mud.
Wildfire
I mean, if
says,
you-
don't you have some magic that can clean that off? I heard some wizards do that from time to time.
Oh, I'm not a wizard. Who said I was a wizard? Not
if
me.
if you want, I can just put it in my backpack, but you're gonna have to take it off for a while.
This is the only thing I have on me. So, I do not think anybody wants that.
I don't think anyone cares if you don't have a top on. Just fucking sheriff doesn't.
Well, I
Sheriff
do. I
has
do
no sense.
chilly. I don't want to be cold in the swamp.
It's like 80 degrees out here. How would you be cold?
I don't know, just to be safe, you know.
I'm sure we'll be able to
Sure.
clean it, Jazargo, and when we get to the city.
Alrighty.
I do have a question though. When the fuck did you learn magic?
I've known magic quite a while, much longer than I've known you. So,
So you are a wizard, is what you're saying, Wildfire says.
No, it's
mm,
not wizard shit. Something
I am a
different.
wizard. Yes, sure.
Hmm. Where's your book?
I don't know, but I know my favorite spell is I like look at somebody really intently, point my finger, and their head explodes, and they.
Well, why haven't you done that one yet? That would have been helpful with the troll.
Oh,
Yeah, that
because
would-
I was lying. I don't have that spell. It was a lie.
Just turned it into a big explosion, like brain just blowing up everywhere. To be fair, there probably wasn't much brain in that troll, though.
Alright.
Would have
I-
kept
I-
going.
I know a bit about magic. I've been studying it for a little while. Nothing
Oh?
as wholly impressive of what you do, but still, I try.
Oh, why?
Yeah, because
why-
I'm the better one of the two in the arcane force.
That might be true.
Obviously, just look at me. I'm just, you know, stature.
Alright. Let me move on.
Stature? What the fuck does stature have to do with it?
Better than you, obviously.
Clint takes
That-
offense to this as well, being the shortest person in the group and having to ride around on top of Shariv. It's like, hey, what are you saying?
Stature.
What does that
Grumble,
even
grumble.
mean? That has nothing to do with magic.
Alrighty.
Just how
So
I carry myself.
Magic confuses me. I just know how to punch things and just key stuff I was taught.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so as you guys are trudging through the day, it is almost sunset, upon which you are seeing the city gates. Raylan, based on your background, you recognize this as the northern gates of Castle Gladria.
We're
So
fucking
I'm gonna be
finally
like,
here.
look, guys, we're almost there.
Alright.
I think we can see that.
You
Thank
got-
you.
You guys see, as you guys are walking towards the gates, you see that there's large castle walls are completely surrounding this large city, and a steel gates that seems to go up and down. You see 5 of the Royal Gladrian guards standing guard. But eventually, you guys make it through the front, and as you guys make it through the front, the guard says, "Halt, travelers!"
We're halted.
We got no arm.
No,
State
I
your
got arms.
state your business here.
Well, we're trying to sell a necklace, and there's a jeweler in town.
That is true. A jeweler named Jasmine. You could meet her post around the corner. How long do you wish to stay here?
Fucking no clue. Depends on the jobs that are in the city.
I'd say at least a day, but it could be more than that. Can't be quite sure.
At this point, one of the guards recognizes you, Raylan, based on your backstory. He says, wait a second. The guard goes up to Shariv. Shariv seems to be a bit defensive. And he says, aren't you the Kenku that I've been hearing about around town?
Who me? What have you heard? Who might that be?
Well, I've heard there was a Kenku who was once a criminal, but since then has tried to do some good around the city. Is this you?
It may be. It may be. Depends on what you're asking for. Is it for good reasons or for bad reasons?
Well, seeing that if you are this type of person, we could just let you in without no issue.
Well, then in that case, I am most definitely that person. These companions and I are trying to, as mentioned, go to a jeweler for a necklace, and we just wanted to. We prefer to go here instead of going to the elves.
Bit of return on investment.
We're bringing some, how should I say, business, right? We're trying to do some economic good for the city.
The guard then says, well, just to be sure you are the same Kenku, what was the name of the organization this Kenku belonged to beforehand?
Oh man, let me try and remember that because it's been a while since I wrote my backstory.
Reading your notes.
The Feathered Talons, my good friend.
You are that right, Kenku. Welcome back, Kenku. Be sure to keep the city streets as clean as possible. And he will turn and says, open the gates, they are friendly. And the gates will slowly rise up, and then they will let you pass.
So what are you, like some sort of fucking vigilante?
No, I'm not a vigilante. Let's just say, for now, right? I've had a background where I haven't been exactly treated the best, and then it led to me having to commit a lot of crimes. But now I'm trying to do much better for myself and make good in the world.
All right.
That's more respectable.
All right. It's time to show you guys the city map. You guys ready for it? Here we go.
Sure.
Boom. This took me like an hour just to make.
Ouch.
Nice. 3 dimensions.
My mind is blown.
It looks nice.
All right.
Hold on, let me just put
So-
the token here. So as you guys cross the threshold, the gates close. Raylan, it's been a while since you've made it back to your city, and it's basically where you last remembered it. There's a lot of street things. You obviously know some secret stuff, but nonetheless, you do recognize like this town for the most part. As you see on the left one of Cindy's stables, which holds horses for visitors and sells horses and what have you, if you guys wish to do so. But nonetheless, you guys have access to any of these points of interest. I will say, as you start to enter, you see what seems like to be some type of commotion in the Gladria Square. But nonetheless, you do see what seems like to be a tavern around the corner. And, well, you guys are looking for a jeweler. And based on your recollection and your backstory, Rayland, you do recognize that the jeweler is close by.
Yeah, it seems right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I figure you mentioned that there's something going on right here. Was everyone good with just like walking our way and as we're
Yeah,
passing
let's go
by,
check
seeing what's
out.
going on?
Yeah, let's go check out what the commotion's all about.
All right.
Yeah. Mighty interested.
So as you guys approach the square, you see that there's a large circle area, like a crowd of people gathering around. It's mainly common folk. On the other side, you do see what seems like to be a bunch more of the noble guard. But weirdly enough, you also see a weird tag of individuals. Firstly, you see this half ogre type of individual, looking more barbarish, similar clothing to what Shariv is wearing, but probably more ogre-like rather than. But clearly, based on size, not full-size ogre, but more like a half ogre. You do see Craig, what seems like to be someone wearing monk attire. You also see a bard drow playing the violin. And other than that, you do see what seems like to be some sort of duel with swords going on in the middle. But you could see a half-orc 1v1ing one of the guards.
Can we hear anything about like what's going on?
You just hear swords clashing, bard music with violins, and just a crowd of people cheering from one side or the other.
I'm gonna
Oh,
run
wow.
up. So what the fuck's going on here?
The
I was
commoner
supposed to see this one.
over here says, "Oh, they're having a duel. The half-orc challenged one of the guards to a fight, and the guard accepted.
Why did he challenge him?
He said he wanted to prove something or what have you." And the drow's like, "Would you mind? I'm still playing my music here." And while he's continuing playing the music, you see this half-orc who is covered in piercings from his face to seems like to be his chest area, and you see him holding a longsword, and him just using the pommel of the longsword just to trip over the guard to make him prone. And right before he would land the final blow, the guard says, all right, I yield, half-orc. I yield." He goes, and the half-orc at this point says, "Ha! See, ladies and gentlemen, that is why I am the best at dueling here. No one here can surpass," as I read my notes, "no one can surpass Randall the Invulnerable. Who here dare wishes to challenge me?" And at this point, the guard gets up and just walks away towards his buddies. "Come on."
Fuck it. I'll give it a shot.
All right,
Oh,
Right, you step into the plate. "Ah, woman, you wish to challenge me?"
Yeah, I got a bit of faulty equipment, but I feel like that's a reasonable enough penalty for yourself.
"It is fine. Because you're a woman, I'll even allow you a handicap." And he takes off his breastplate and tosses it to his goblin companion around the corner. She goes, "Ah!" And you see all covered his body seems like to be a bunch of scars all over him, with a lot of marks. You could tell he's well adverse in combat. He says, "It's not too late to turn around and go back."
If I was afraid of getting my ass kicked, I wouldn't have stepped in the circle to begin with. What do I get if I win?
How about all the gold pieces I have in my pockets?
And that would be
1,000 gold pieces.
fuck it.
Holy.
However, I would say you must put something up in return.
Well, how about this? You get all the gold pieces that are in my pocket,
And how much
but
of
I'm not
that?
going to tell you how much. That's a risk you're going to have to take if you want to put the bet in.
Fair enough. I am a man that I like risk. He towards the guards. He says, "Gods, I bid you to know that this is a legal duel. We are not fighting to the death. We are just simply having a competition." And the guard's like, "Yeah, that's fine. We want to see a woman kick your ass anyway." He goes, "Ha ha ha ha." And he points his longsword at you. "Just to let you know, I have never lost a fight. Nor shall I lose this fight today." And at this point, I'd like you to
sure.
roll initiative.
Sure. Fucking, yeah, 3.
3? All right. He rolled a 22.
Cool.
All right. He will run up to you with 2 hands on his sword. He will approach you and will attack you 3 times.
3 times, fuck.
He will hit you with 17 on 2 swings.
That's just hit, so they're halved, right?
Yep, so they'll be taking half damage. And because he's using 2 hands, he'll use a d10. So you would have taken 18 total damage, half that to 9. As he cuts and slashes, you see he's a very aggressive fighter, but it is your
And those
move.
were on 2 different attacks?
3,
like
yeah,
8
so out of the 3 attacks, 2 hit.
2 hit. They were both halved, and then I reduced 3 from both, so I think I only take 3 damage.
That's how your feat works? Isn't it just for 1 attack?
Yes. No, it's for every hit.
Gotcha. He goes, "Ah, I see. You are more defensive. Well, maybe I should get more aggressive then." He will action surge.
Yeah, fucking
He'll action
maybe.
surge, and then he'll attack you 3 more times.
3 more times? Okay,
Yep.
go for it.
22 on the first one.
That
Natural
fully hits?
natural 20 on the second one.
Hits.
And then it's a cock die. And a dirty 20 for the third hit.
3 hits.
All right, let's roll the crit first since it's max damage, which is a grand total of 22 damage for the crit.
Reduced by 3. But he's probably gonna drop me if he crits me, and that does max damage.
6 damage on one of the attacks, and then 12 damage on the third.
Oh no, I'm going off immediately if he action surges.
Alrighty. Are you still up?
No, I'm like I said, if he action surges and crits me, I just go down.
Gotcha. So before he could deal the final blow, he says, "Do you yield, woman?"
First make a wisdom saving throw.
For
As a reaction, I can do a wisdom saving throw for Stone Room.
okay, what's the save DC?
It's only 12, but it's a wisdom saving throw.
He passes with a 13.
Let me get around first.
Have
And we'll see.
blessing.
All right. He will deal the final blow, knocking you out,
Alright, fair enough.
and then he'll take all the gold pieces you have off your person.
I have none.
He goes, a woman tried to make her name. How pathetic. And he tosses the gold piece bag on your face. He says, anyone else wish to challenge me? A worthy challenger. Crowd goes silent for a bit. He goes, very well. Come on, boys. Let's head on out of here. He whistles and his party follows as the crowd makes a path. As he
Recognize any of these people?
No, you do not recognize any of them.
Okay.
And then on this way out, you hear the half ogre say, "How come you didn't win gold? She didn't have gold to begin with. Why would she bet? I don't know, just for bragging rights, I guess." And then they will walk away. All right.
I'm knocked out.
Right.
And the
Well.
crowd kind of disperses a bit from it. The merchants go back to their respective tents.
Well, I believe it's better if we get her off the ground for now, get her a little decent.
Yeah. Darv and Raylan walk up to her and ask her, "How you feeling?"
Oh, I'm unconscious.
Oh, okay.
You're
Well,
KO'd.
let me try. Oh,
Alright.
okay.
I'm gonna try to lift her over my shoulders and try to bring her to a bench or something to get her off the cold concrete floor.
Yep, you can put her right over by the fountain over here. So
You can
Alright.
splash some water on her face.
you wake up with 1 HP.
No, alright, wake
Ugh.
up.
Ah, fuck. That went about how I expected.
No, well, you ain't getting nothing, sure, I guess that's fine.
I figured if I bet all the gold in my pocket, which was none, I would win no matter what happened.
Yeah, I would've considered that winning, but we didn't lose.
Oh no, I fucking lost. Let's be clear.
Yeah. Alright,
He beat me on the luck of the draw. It's fine.
and something, I've never seen someone fight like that, but it's best if we, looks to me, stay clear of that feller.
I got lucky. But true enough.
Feel like you can handle him again if you catch him.
Look, I ain't got no murderous intent towards the guy. It was just either no and nothing play for 1,000 gold, and let's face it, I had nothing to lose.
That's true. To be fair, I would've done the same thing 1,000 gold. I would've needed the necklace if we had that.
Honestly, same. I just need to get this fucking armor repaired because it's fucking not holding up.
Wildfire says, "I agree, Craig. Let's try to get paid for this gold first."
Then we get your new armor, and then we can figure out what we do next.
Alright.
All
Or, just an idea, you could try not getting hit.
right.
Sweetheart, I did.
Yeah, but
you
he said
didn't
try
do
not to.
well. You're so silly. Oh, not one attack you dodged. You didn't dodge. You're so silly.
I dodged 3 attacks, man. They
It's
fucking
not
barely
enough.
chipped me at all, and then he got fucking lucky. The stones were a little wet. I tripped, and he fucking stabbed me in the stomach. Don't act like I didn't do shit. I just didn't get a chance to swing.
Well, you did something, and that was, fall on your ass and get your, ass handed to you.
Would you like
So-
me to beat your ass?
Right.
No. You
I don't think
stupid.
let's calm down. I don't think you're in shape right now to do anything respectfully. You can kick his ass later, but let's make sure that you get a little bit better before we have this discussion.
And,
Sure.
Marina,
Give me a second. I'll just fucking like take out like a bandage and start wrapping up my arms real quick because ouch, I'm fucking hurt, and I'm just going to go ahead and use my second win.
Sure.
Oh, look at that, 5 HP. There we go.
Ray's gonna kind of lean in slightly and kind of whisper, "Not to be kind of a neglectful of his skill, but I don't trust going up against him. I don't know what he has under his sleeves, but in your current position, I don't know if you'd make it out alive."
Sharif
Which one,
says,
the Zargo or the big guy?
Marina, talking to her.
No, like, who are you referencing?
Oh,
Zargo or the big guy?
Jazargo.
I'm not seriously threatening to go. Look, man, you gotta understand at some point, like, when I say things like I will beat your ass to somebody who is my friend, I'm not actually threatening to beat their ass.
Galen's like,
No,
we're you
yeah,
friends?
I mean, technically.
I'm breaking it.
Raylan says, he seems strong. He would be good fight. But I want to face half ogre. I want to see if he's strong like actual ogre.
Soon, big man. Soon.
Soon.
I'm sure we'll get our opportunity. But remember, they don't like it if you eat their face off.
All right. Would you guys wish to go through Jasmine's jewelers?
Jeweler? Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
We can come back to the square later.
All right. So you guys are here, and now you're gonna go to Jasmine Jewelers. All right. So you go up to Jasmine Jewelers. You see that they're closing up shop. They're locking up the boxes. You see the proprietor over here talking to one of her employers. She goes, yes, how can I help you? Seems like you guys would be the last customers of the evening. How may I be of assistance to you? You guys came in at some perfect timing. Go ahead and make sure that the diamonds are locked. Yes, of course. And then she'll go over
Fucking
here. And
bit rude, but understandable.
Again, do I know any of these people and this lady considering my background?
you've heard of Jasmine, this is her establishment. She sells mainly jewelry of accessory items, but go ahead and make a history check.
That's not great. 7.
7. You know that she sells jewelry, and that's all you know.
Wonderful.
At this point, she goes, well, do you guys need some assistance, or do I have to show you the door as we're beginning to close?
Oh,
Yeah, we're just trying to offload something. I'll like walk forward bleeding and just put it on the counter.
Jeez, what happened to you, girl?
Some dickhead. Don't worry about it.
Little scuffle in the center.
She picked a big fight with the big orc guy.
You're talking about that new orc that came into town.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
I'm gonna
new
be
to
honest.
town.
I thought his fight with the guard would have like spent some of the shit that he had. Apparently not. Apparently the guard was nothing, and he just blew it all, exploded in my face in.
Interesting. There are rumors of an orc going around the continent dueling the toughest people in their towns. For what reason, I do not know, but he probably must have come over here, and I'm assuming you got your ass whipped by him.
Correct.
Don't worry, you'll probably get him next time, girl.
Thank you, sweetheart.
So what can I do for
yeah,
you?
offloading the necklace here.
You put the necklace onto this nice cloth-covered counter, and she goes, that's a very nice piece. Let me take a look at that. She takes it, she examines it for like 10 minutes, and she looks at you and says, so you guys are probably not from around here, are you?
No.
No, but
Not
we
at
know
all.
the history of that little piece right there. We got it working from a descendant.
Raylan says I am from around here, but it's been a while.
You must be that Kenkoof.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. It seems everyone's. I'm glad to hear that everyone's hearing that I'm doing well.
Yeah, news of your actions have been spreading all about. It seems like you're becoming slowly a folk hero in Castle Gladria.
Well, uh, he just mumbles to himself because he's not used to being praised.
She looks at it, and you can tell she's genuine interest in it. She says, "Well, you guys did find a good piece. How'd you get this again?"
We were working for one of the descendants who used to own that piece right there. Their grandmother or something was a royalty around here. Passed it down. We saved her husband. She paid us this.
Well, hopefully, this is more than what. Hopefully, this would cover whatever task she wanted you to do, because this is a very, very, very rare piece indeed. This piece used to belong to a past royal family called the Lancasters. It's a rival family of the Gladrias. They had a civil war years ago, but you know, things have changed since then. But nonetheless, most of their valuables were either burned down or lost, or if any Lancasters remained, would probably be on their own person. But this is an extraordinary piece and in great condition too. You're looking to sell it, pawn it?
I think
Yeah.
we're looking to sell.
Yeah.
I figured.
How much you think we can get for it?
Well,
No offense, but royalty necklace don't look good on me.
I have a question for everyone. Have we looked over this necklace to see if it has anything special about it?
As in like arcane wise?
I don't know. Something like,
General.
I don't know. Have we ever looked at this necklace, or we just took it and did anything?
You looked at
The
it.
reason I asked.
You looked at it before taking the job, but you haven't noticed any. You didn't have a thorough look at it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe like I rolled like an 18 investigating it beforehand, so I didn't notice anything.
Okay.
All right. She says, and I'm assuming this is to be split between all of you.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, if we're gonna split it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways, I could give you each 300 gold for this one necklace.
300. Yeah.
That's a pretty penny.
Doesn't sound like a bad offer. What's got you hesitant?
Are you asking the clerk?
Yeah.
Well, I don't mean to be hesitant, but this is the real deal thing, and of course, I do have to resell it. 300 is more than a fair price, if you wish to accept it.
It is a one-of-a-kind piece, especially considering it used to belong to royalty.
That might be so, however, it is going to be quite difficult to sell it to the right individual. And in the city of this artifact's former enemies it's not going to be an easy sell.
Is there anyone in
Raylan, what you
particular?
think?
Well, I would like to know. I would like to ask her. Well, not that we're trying to undercut you here or anything like that, but who would actually be interested in this? Do you have any names that someone that we could go talk to?
Unfortunately, I do not know any clientele that would like to take this piece, but I presume that the customer who would like to take this would probably be some sort of historian or something along that like. I know the library in the city is not going to accept this. They're more interested in books rather than artifacts. But there's only one museum, that being in Dolan, and that's really for elven lore and history rather than the world history of this world. My offer stands at 300 gold. Are you going to accept it, or are you going to leave it?
Does Raylan know anyone from his background that?
Oh God, background noise.
I don't know what's going on. Does Raylan know anyone from his background that might actually be interested that we could sell this to at a better price?
Make a history check.
Here we go again. We'll try.
3.
Ooh, 19.
You could have a chance to put it out for the black market. However, it is very random how that works. It could either be for either more than she's offering you or less than she's offering you. Plus, now that you know the knowledge and depending on how you're phrasing it to the right individuals or what have you, they might be more interested in stealing it from you rather than purchasing it from you. But it is possible to sell it for a higher or lesser price than what she's offering you.
Is it possible, like, for just us as a group to like quickly walk over to like the corner and just like I mentioned this to them and we can make a group consensus very quickly?
Sure.
Like excuse ourselves for like a second.
Sure, of course. But
Honestly-
don't take too long now.
No,
Honestly,
okay.
Raylan, if that's what you think you can do, I'm down to help you out, man.
What do you guys
Oh.
think? What do you guys want to do?
I am satisfied with 300, and I ain't really think it's worth risking getting a lower price or getting robbed just for an instant bit more gold.
Well, if someone robs us, we just kill them.
Yeah, but then you damage the, necklace.
The only hesitancy I have, and the reason I ask about all this stuff is, if this is such an important piece, I feel like we might get into contact with some pretty important people, and if we just give up that necklace, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Honestly, I trust your judgment on this one because I don't know either way. I tend not to try to piss off or get involved with royal families just because they're all little dicks, but
Yeah. I'm fine with whatever happens.
Okay, so how about, because we're definitely in need of some money right now, how about we sell it here, and we keep an eye out and try and see if we can hear anything from maybe some contacts and see what's going on and see if anyone expresses interest in it and get any information that way instead.
then wouldn't you want to pawn it so that way you could buy it back?
No, that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying we sell it, but we keep our eyes out so we have the money and we can pursue this more if we want to.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, man. Once we sell it, it's out of my sight. We're done with it.
Well, I don't have a preference. I'm just merely offering opportunities.
Wildfire
How
says,
trustworthy-
Wildfire says, as long as I get paid, it doesn't really matter to me.
And then, okay, Raylan, I gotta ask you a real question here, man. Those clientele, those people, they're more likely to rob you than fucking buy this, right?
Probably.
I think we just sell it then.
All right.
No.
We can sell it.
I believe it's just safest answer, so I'm with that.
She comes over to you guys and says, so, have you guys made a decision?
Yeah, we're selling.
Alrighty. Let me just get my coin piece. I'll take that necklace from you, and you guys will get paid. Give me 1 second. She takes the necklace from you guys, and she goes to one of the cabinets over here. She unlocks the drawer, puts the piece in it, and then she goes over here, unlocks this drawer, and as she does, she's counting all the gold pieces, and after some brief amount of time, she says, here's a big sack of gold pieces. It's going to be enough for 300 of you to split it equally. And she puts a big sack right in front of the party. And you guys could...
Cool, I start individually counting them.
Sure. You guys individually count and eventually get 300 gold pieces. At this point, Wildfire says, thank you very much, man. We'll be out of your hair in a sec. She says, of course. And if you wish to purchase anything jewelry-wise, just let me know. And then she'll go right back to her worker over here. And then Wildfire says, well, partners, it's been fun with you. I said I would stick with you until we get paid, and I fulfill my obligation. It's been fun rolling with you all, but I'm a man of exploration, and I'm trying to explore the world. I'll be in here for the night, but then I'll be out here in the morning. So I do wish you take care of you all, and stay safe out there.
All right, see you later.
All right.
Alright.
And Wildfire will leave the party.
We'll miss you.
So full disclosure, that guy tried to get me to kill the three of you guys so that way we could get more money out of it.
Oh yeah, he definitely did.
Well, not
Oh.
Raylan. Raylan was safe.
All right. So
Hey.
all of you can add 300 gold pieces to your person, which is a hefty sum. And well, the rest of the town and world henceforth is yours to explore. So without further ado, what do you guys do as you exit out the jeweler?
I'm gonna
Nope.
head through.
Alright, are you sure you want to get your armor fixed?
Yeah, we did get quite a hefty amount of gold. I was thinking about maybe going to the blacksmith and upgrading the splint.
I'm always
Yeah,
fine
you
with
needed to fix that.
Yeah, but I thought we were getting like 100. I thought I was gonna have to, like budget and like try to fix. But if we have 300, I can afford some better armor completely.
Yeah.
I can have some talk with him. I always love talking to blacksmiths. Why me home?
If you want to help me out with smithing, though, I actually know quite a bit. I just was a little unlucky. I do need a little upgrade with my spear. I see your staff's pretty fucking well made. My spear is well maintained, but not made.
Yeah. Still surprised how well them lizard folk made.
Yeah, that was surprising. So yeah, let's go to the armory,
Yeah.
to the blacksmith.
All right. You guys will be seeing this a lot. This is for me to keep track. You guys make it through the square. You guys make it to the blacksmith shop. Here it is. Did I put tokens on this? Yes, I did. Okay. So you guys enter in, and as you guys enter in, you see that the blacksmith shop, the forge is slowly turning out. You see, seems like to be some human blacksmiths getting ready to pack up, organizing their tools, cleaning up, what have you. He turns around and says, "Oh, don't worry, I'll add it to Sheriff after the game." So, this gentleman over here, Baldwin, comes over and says, "Oh, hey, welcome to my shop. Can I help you with anything? We can't make anything at the moment, but we are able to sell you some equipment if you're interested."
Yeah, actually, I was. I was trying to see if you guys had any splint armor for sale.
I do. I have regular splint armor, and I also have the slightly better kind of splint armor if you'd be interested and have the coin for it.
How much is the slightly better?
1 second. Well, the armor... 1 second, I'm looking it up. And you said you wanted splint?
Splint.
Well, it would cost you about 1,200 gold pieces.
Think I'm gonna have to stick with the regular one. I'm sorry, I ain't got that kind of cash.
Very well. Well, for the split mill, it's going to be 200 then.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'll cover half of it, should I? You help me get my staff.
I mean, if you want to, I ain't gonna complain about it, sweetheart.
Still pay back what I owe you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll give him 100. Apparently, Cree over here is given 100.
All right. Take out $100 for each. He says, "Thank you. Give me 1 second." He'll go over to the crate. He'll look through the crate, and then he'll come over here and pull out some split mail. And he'll put it onto. He says, "Now, this should be able to fit your size. And I'm assuming you want to do away with that chainmail, correct?"
Yeah. Old thing's been running way too long. I ended up busting a chain. Not really worth anything anymore.
Well, as soon as you change it to these garments, come back tomorrow, and then I could probably give you a little bit of coin for that chainmail.
If you let me work here for a day or two, I could probably fix it up, but I was been on the road.
Well, if you do wish to do that, I would have to take a fee for insurances and stuff like that.
No, I meant like I can fix up the chainmail for you guys, so you don't have to actually take some work out of it.
Oh, please, please. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
All right.
Can I help you, the rest of you lots, for anything else?
Yeah, I'm Raylan. Would like to ask about. So I have a light armor proficiency, and my understanding is the best light armor you can get is studded leather, correct?
That is correct.
Correct.
We do have the
Okay.
regular studded leather, and we also have slightly better studded leather, so long as you got coin.
Oh, well, I would like to hear about both, fine sir.
Well, if you want the studded leather, it's only 45 gold pieces. If you wish to get the better one, it's going to be 1,045 gold pieces.
Whoa. Why 1,000 more?
Because it's made out of better material and it'll last you longer. You don't have to worry about it breaking on you.
It's just how magical equipment works.
All right. Well, if I traded in my old leather armor, would that? I know it's 45, but I ask nonetheless. How much would that cost if I switch my current leather in?
Well, you will get a 5
I
gold
can
discount
upgrade.
off it.
All right, I'll do it.
All right. So you traded in your regular leather armor and 40 gold pieces in order to get the studded leather. He'll go over to this crate. He says, "Now, where's the studded leather for your size?" He pulls out his size. "There you are." And he puts it down. Small enough to fit a halfling? I think it should be small enough to fit you.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Anything else you
take care
guys
of
would
myself.
like?
No, that's been all. Thank you.
Very well.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm pretty
if you're interested in any custom jobs, we'll have the forge be lit ablaze tomorrow. If you're interested in some custom items.
What about you, Cree? You want some knuckle dusters?
Yeah, yeah. I always would. Some of dirt. Another her, she's getting a little more protection on the fish.
What? Sorry, you were a bit low on my end.
Knuckle dusters. Yeah, I'm gonna get some extra punch on my hands.
You want brass knucks? Or do you want something
Yes.
else? Brass knucks.
Brass knuckles.
Well, for the brass knucks, it depends. Do you want them of a better quality, or do you want the standard?
I guess I can just go standard. I've already used 100. Can't really go too hard on this.
Alrighty then. He opens the drawer and he puts out some brass knucks. He says, "For these, I could give them to you for about 25 gold. I just made them today."
24. It's just that low. How much are the better ones?
Well, the better ones, well, there'll be 125.
24. Dang.
If you need any help with that, I'll help you, man.
I mean, I can afford it. Yeah. I don't have to buy much stuff anyways. I'll go with the better pair.
All right, so you buy +1 brass knucks. It's not an official item, I believe, but we're gonna roll it that it'll do 1d8 plus your strength mod if you attack with the melee attack, and you got the +1 versions of that. So.
Damn. How much would a better spear cost me?
Spear, huh? Let me just
Mhm.
pull it up real quick. You said spear.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
One second. I'm scrolling through equipment prices here. It would cost you about 310 gold pieces for a spear better than what you have.
I don't think I can do that just yet then, but I'll keep that in mind.
Fair enough.
Alright.
Alright. Do you guys leave?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cat cameo.
Yeah, it's my cat Myra. There's 40 minutes till she gets fed, but now she's really upset.
But brass knuckles, is that like a weapon I can actually just put in, or do I have to make a custom thing for that?
I think you have to make a... See if it is, and we'll follow that. If it isn't, you could just make a custom item. Which is,
It
again...
100% is not a real
Yeah, it's a D8.
I mean...
So yeah, it does a D8 worth of damage plus your strength mod. And then obviously +1 for attack rolls and damage.
Alright.
Alrighty. You guys leave the blacksmith shop with some new equipment, some new armor, but nonetheless, you guys are packing some better equipment. Obviously, Sheriff's not here, so if you wanted to buy anything, I'll just do that post-game.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What time of day is it at this point?
The sun has just set.
Here's what I'm thinking. I think we get fucked up at the bar, check what they got going on in the morning to see what fucking jobs are available in town. And if not, there are none, we just bounce and go to the next one.
Alright.
You
That's
drink,
what I
Ray?
meant. Not regularly. I'm not a big fan of booze and the regular, but don't have a special occasion.
Why aren't you a fan of booze?
Weakens the link between me and my mind. Can't keep my hands straight. Harder to punch straight.
Alright.
Raylan, sorry.
Go for it.
Raylan, I remember that we all wanted to know how much Sharif can drink.
We do want to know how much Sharif can drink, but... Well, actually, that works out perfectly. Raylan, you don't... I mean, not Raylan. Crete, you don't drink, right? You just said that?
Not too much, yeah.
Alright, well, you're his babysitter, so if something goes wrong, it's on you.
Alright.
Alrighty. So where do you guys wish to go? So Raylan, you know that there are 2 taverns in the city. Let me pull up the map. There is Henry's Bar Tab, which offers good food and good comforts, and is basically like any other tavern. And then there's Joseph's Bar Pits. The reason why it's called that is because it has a fighting pit inside the actual bar, and that kind of tends to attract some certain individuals. And obviously, if you wish to participate in fights, there could be rewards. There could not be rewards, but it's dependent on what's going on. That being said, which one of you two would like to do?
Hear me out here. You give me like an hour or so, I'll take a little rest, and then I'll fucking go into those fighting pits.
I figured you'd want to go here. If our orc friend is here, maybe you want to get a bit of revenge.
It's fucking not on him. I look. I
Hey,
actually
maybe
have
this
gold in
time we
my
can
pocket
help.
now.
I'm gonna be fair. I want my lick shot, that orc fella. Ever had a nice spot and a good view?
I guess we're going to Joseph's then.
Alrighty, you're
All
going.
right.
You're going to Joseph's Bar Pit. Alrighty, I like it.
Yes. DM, may I take an hour to with drinking and chilling and watching to do a short rest so I can heal up?
Give me 1 second. I gotta add some tokens to the board.
Game.
Sure.
1 second here. Whoops, wrong one.
Ready for gladiatorial combat over here.
Put you guys
I'm always
there.
up for gladiatorial combat.
So I put 2 floors here. That's just for convenience rather than anything. As I move everyone's tokens around, you guys have to shrink down to the correct sizes.
Myra, no.
So let me just describe what you guys are seeing here in a sec. The ogre is slightly less bigger than this. There we go. He's that big. And then...
Oh, look, it's our friend.
highlighting. Alrighty. We'll do this. As I make up tokens on the fly here. They're actually
They
smaller.
get spicy.
Alright, and let's do this. Alright, so here is what you guys see. As you open up, you see that it's not packed, but it's almost getting there. And, oh, I forgot to add the park keeps. Whoops. Forgot to do that. I'll just Control C, Control V. Some bar folks here, some bar folks here, and there. And all around. All right, so here's what you guys are seeing. Okay, Raylan's not that big.
I'm adjusting for the size compared to the other tokens.
Gotcha. Alrighty. So as you guys walk in, what you see is that the bar's starting to get busy, and as it does, you start to notice a few things. Firstly, you start to notice that the bar does indeed have a fight pit. You remember this. Being a common place to meet with your former associates, Raylan, in secrecy, of course. But nonetheless, it doesn't seem like any of those individuals are at this tavern here tonight. But nonetheless, you guys see the half-orc chilling, eating some mead, drinking some ale, speaking to their goblin friend. You see the monk individual just standing by them lonesome, drinking some tea. You see the bard playing bard music to both entertain the establishment and on top of that try to give some encouragement to the half ogre. And the half ogre looks like he's gonna beat the living shit out of 3 dwarves. All of them are just bare knuckle fighting, and you know they all 3 try to gang up on them, but then he just basically with one arm just pushes them all back onto the ground. He goes, "Aah!" Then some of the crowd cheers for. He says, "Let's refer to my notes. Ogard winner! Ogard beat dwarves! Ogard smash!" At this point, the draft says, No, Ogard, no smash. It's for fun. It's for fun. Ogard says, okay. and then he will exit. And then the drow will start collecting some bets throughout the entire tavern.
Nice.
And then the dwarves, being defeated, will walk shamelessly to their own table right over here. As this fight ends, you see the ogre is actually taking up like a lot of space here and moves aside, and he goes, I want beer! I want food! And then Randall says, don't worry, we'll get you some food, Ogard. Can we get 3 big platters? I got the gold for it. As a loud crowd, the drow will hop on this table and will perform a very nice melody tune with his violin. And at this point, one of the bartendants, after you guys see it all, says, "Oh, how's it going, everyone? Sorry, it's starting to get busy here. How can I assist you all tonight?"
Rounds of ale. Whatever that guy over there in the big purple asks for, just keep giving it to him. He has the gold.
Yeah.
Who are you referring to in this?
That's a sheriff.
Okay. He goes, I just want meats. Same meats as that big man over there. And he points to the ogre. She goes, oh, very well. Anyone else want to eat anything? Drink anything?
Soup, bread, and just some nice good mead.
I could get you all of that. And what about you, sir? As she looks at you, Jargo.
Oh, me, I'll just have a water. I am quite parched.
Very well. For all this is going to cost you all about 30 gold pieces.
30?
Yes. Your lizard friend is ordering the same amount of food as that half ogre over there.
Ah, that makes sense. He'll pay me back, sure. And I'll just give her 30.
All right. She says, it's going to be a while. It's getting quite busy here. So do sit anywhere that has an open seat. If you do wish to participate in a fight, or if you want to challenge anyone, I would rather speak with my boss over there, as I refer to my notes. That's what happens when you write a bunch of names. You're going to go to Joseph over there at the barkeep if you want to organize any fights or wish to challenge anyone. Both have to comply. There's no weapons allowed. There's no armor allowed, and it's just bare knuckle fighting. No magic, no nothing.
That sounds perfect for me.
No nothing.
All right. Well, take your seats. I'll bring you guys food as soon as I can.
All right, thank you.
All right, and then
I fucking believe in you, Cree.
Right.
You my type of place.
All right, she'll go over to Joseph, and then he'll just give a big eye like, "What the fuck?" And then he'll just start cooking a bunch of meats, and he's gonna cook a lot of it.
And talk to Sharav and and also to Marina and say, hey, I'm gonna go see what those dwarves, how they're doing after that fight.
Oh, hey, Raylan.
Yeah.
I don't want to cause any issues by telling the bard guy, hey, I suddenly have a shit ton of gold, even though I didn't beforehand. So you want to place a bet for me on Raylan? Unless he's fighting the half orc. If he's fighting the half orc, put it on the other end.
You want me to be the one that puts the bet?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it. Yeah, fair. You just tell me what you want, and I'll go and place the bet.
I'll give you 100 gold if Kree decides to fight anyone but the half orc. Put it on Kree. Otherwise, other way around.
All right. Tyler, you got that?
Yep, I got that. I'm writing it down.
You don't trust me or something?
No, I just know that guy's fucking stupid.
Stupid.
Can I go all over the guy that I was supposed to whatever his name is, the guy that knows about the fights at the bar?
Not you, Kree.
All right. So everyone wants to do a bunch of things. I just need to know what everyone else is doing. So, Kree, what are you doing?
Right now, I'm actually Kree's gonna be interested in the other monk and kind of just sit beside him, waiting for a conversation as fights are getting organized.
Okay, Raylan, you're talking with the dwarves.
Yeah, I would like to. Sorry, I would like to sit a little bit near them and try and listen before I just jump right in, because I'm trying to take advantage of people getting drunk and tongues getting a bit loose and them just being pissed off.
Fair enough. Go ahead and make a perception check. Sharv will wait patiently for his food. Marina, are you doing anything?
No, I'm just hanging out with Sharav.
Okay. And then Zarga, what are you doing?
I'm calling over the barkeep, the guy that like knows about the fights.
All right.
The
So,
girl she referred us to.
all right. Joseph's cooking. He says, "Hey Gladys, take over the fire." Man, I don't know what's up with these half ogres, but they're eating a lot, and it seems like there's a lizard folk in here too. Oh, how can I help you, sir?
Oh, I would just like to ask about the fights. You see, those folk out there, how often do they come here? I've seen them outside quite a bit, actually, roughing up some people in the streets and all that.
Well, they're new to town. I haven't yet to see them come in. I have heard about that half orc though. From what I could tell, and from what of people coming in and out of the tavern, apparently he has never lost a duel. Apparently, the reason why they call him invulnerable is because when someone tries to slice him or stab him, no blood seems to come off. Seems pretty odd, but I guess that's what half orcs do, apparently.
And another question. Would you guys happen to, in or around that ring, have any detections for magic? Because I heard there's no magic allowed, and that fellow over there with the violin seems like quite the guy to use some of that. So I just need to make sure there's no foul play within that group
He
before
looks
I
over
challenge
to the.
someone.
He goes over to the drow and he says, "No, he's just been playing, just trying to hype the crowd up. No magics here. There is a magical barrier around the ring. If any magic were to be detected, the fight would end, and there will be no winnings or what have you.
All right.
I got a wizard to do it."
It's quite nice. Thank you for the information. So how do I go about challenging one of these folks?
Well, there doesn't seem to be any fights going on at the moment. If there is a fight, I'll announce it, and then usually people come and try to bet.
All right. Well, I'm going to, go do that. All
Very
right.
well.
Toodaloos.
Very well. At this point, he'll go over here and cook the rest of the food. Cray, right? You hear this conversation go on, and you see this human sipping on some tea and just trying to block out as much excess noise as possible. How do you approach him?
Ray, seeing someone similarly dressed as he, sits next to him before kind of throwing a gold for a tea himself and saying, "Quite particularly dressed, someone here. You and I have somewhat similar interests."
He sips his tea. He looks at you and says, "It has truly been a while since I have engaged in another monk. What brings you into town?" As he continues sipping his tea. And at this point, the barkeep pours you a cup of tea.
"Where I've had a job, deliver a necklace. Well, not deliver a necklace, kind of after a job, deliver a necklace, get money. And we're just been in town, figuring out what to do next. It's been a while, as you already know. Not many monks out there. What's your business?"
He continues sipping his tea and he says, "I come from the Toyotama Temple on East Continent. I travel here for excursion. I pick fights with the half-orc known as Randall over there," and he gestures towards Randall and he says, "He would bet that for some gold, and I would offer my assistance in his goals. Needless to say, he did win, and thus I am, well, at his whim. But he does pay me in some compensation." And he continues to sip his drink.
So you're kind of just forced to work with us sometimes?
Well, it is a bet, and as you know, monks are quite, well, most of us are the honorable type. And I honored his word, and to be honest, it's always good to travel in the group rather than by lonesome. It seems like the West Continent seems to be a lot more crowded with creatures and other things in comparison to the East Continent.
Yeah, I do agree with being in a group. I've been too long without one. Skirt ones. They're alright. So what kind of jobs has he been getting you up to with then?
He just goes around from town to town, seeking to challenge whoever's the strongest, and he has so far been successful, as probably you would have figured out since he took down your ally across the room. And he points to Marina.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just wave
sure.
at them. I don't know what's happening over there.
The barkeep said something about he don't bleed. He thought it was a half orc thing. As I am, I don't quite know much about not bleeding, but do you know anything about that?
What that barkeep said to that weird, interesting individual over there, as he gestures to Jargo, that it is true. He's been stabbed, cut, and he has not shed blood. It is the strangest thing. I have yet to figure out what it is.
Suppose it's magic or something.
Perhaps, but I cannot be certain. This is definitely odd, and I don't presume half orcs or any orc in general has that type of traits to them.
Oh, I wish I had that trait.
Hmm.
Made my first few scuffles a little less painful.
He finishes. Go ahead. Sorry.
And I lost weight. I was just gonna mix something up. It's fine.
All right. He finishes the rest of his tea. Says, "Well, I am getting drowsy. I will go and rest for the evening. What is your name?"
All right. I'm Cray.
He says, "Well,
Yours?
I'm reading my notes." I am Fahad. And he does a
Fahad,
monk
alright.
bow.
Well, yeah. Kind of quickly does it in return. Hasn't met a monk in a while.
Alright, he respectfully says, "Well, it's nice to engage in conversation with another monk. Do be safe with your travels and do be aware of the company you keep." And then he goes up to the room, and I'll move his token upstairs.
Alrighty. Scratching his chin, Cray kind of ponders what could really be causing the no bleeding thing.
If you want, you can make a history check if you wish.
History check. I hope I have good history. I haven't checked that.
Can I make like a look at the guy check? I don't know which one it would be, but
It would be-
investigate the.
It would be insight, but I need to know like what you're looking at him for specifically.
Looking at him, does his skin look, like more toughened? Is it like a weird, bodysuit of like metal that just like kind of blends in? Like just anything that could be on his person that would, affect his not die ability.
Then that would be an investigation check. Then in that case.
So I
Alright.
got you up on history.
You don't recall any instances where half orc cannot bleed from any wound, but according to the monk you just spoke with and the barkeep conversation with Jargo nearby, if it were to be folktale, it wouldn't be said multiple times, so you aren't too sure of what's going on there.
Alrighty.
And then what did
You
you roll?
said investigation, right?
Yep.
17.
17. You look up and down at him, you scan him, and besides the multiple piercings he has all over his body, you don't really see anything different in comparison to someone like Cray as far as skin or what have you.
Alright.
And as you look up and down at him, he does notice, he says, "You're looking at something, friend."
I'm sizing up to see if you are a worthy opponent of yours, truly. I'm new around here, and I think I've seen you before, but I'd like to test myself in the ring once in a while, so
Ha!
just sizing up
He
the competition.
He slams his mug and he goes out to you and says, "You challenge me? You're nothing but skin and bones, but I presume there's some," sniffs you, "some magic going on about you."
No, magic. I've actually just heard from the barkeep over here that there is an anti-magic ring around that ring. So, no, it would not be magical.
Well, if you want to pick a fight, I have no problem kicking your ass for looking at me weird.
Oh, not looking at you weird. Admiration, friend. Okay, don't get them mixed up.
Make a persuasion check.
Sure,
Do you do
what's
anything, Cray, while this confrontation is happening?
Alright. No need to get aggressive here. It just shows
That's,
admiration.
Go,
4.
go ahead and roll with advantage since Cray is technically helping you out here.
Yeah, my heist is still a 4.
All right. He goes. He goes. Well, admiration, huh? He looks at you, and he speaks to you in Orcish. Crane says, "Brother, is this thing, pathetic whelp, part of your entourage?"
I would like to mention that I know Orcish.
Okay, you do hear this.
Yeah, he's part of my group. He's been a quite a bit of help.
I would
Listen,
also.
he doesn't
Oh.
mean anything by what he says or looks like. He's just different.
He looks up and down and he says, "Different is right. I knew I would smash him in the ring." And he shoves you, Jargo, as he goes back. And then he talks to you in Orcish, saying, "Maybe you should grab in the better group, brother. Maybe something more familiar than unusual." And he goes back to his seat.
Coughs and turns around to check on Jazargo. You alright there?
Oh, I'm more than all right. I got myself a challenge. I feel like I'm fitting in. I'm so happy.
Yeah, that's one way of saying it, but
Raylan put all that money on the half work.
I came right
no.
over. I came right over to ask you, so I was like, "Do you want to change something here? It seems like shit's about to go
All
down."
right. All right. So you hear all this going on. Riker, first off, let's go back to whatever you were doing with Raylan. Go ahead and make a
Yeah.
perception check.
Yeah, so I already rolled that a while. I rolled that a while back before Cray rolled the history. So I got a 10. Are we blessed by the priest?
Yeah, so you do. Everyone does have inspiration. You can use it for whenever. Would you like to use inspiration here?
I'm not going to use inspiration on something like this, but I rolled a 10.
Okay.
Not horrible, but not great.
You get the feeling that they probably were in a drunken fight thinking they could 3v1 a half orc. But obviously, it didn't come into fruition.
Did I hear any of their names perchance?
Their names, not so much.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to Marina at the moment and maybe go back to dealing with the dwarves later, because if they're just doing that, that's not really important right now.
Look, I like Jazargo, but there's no fucking way in hell he can beat that guy.
that's what you think.
Is this man about to like pull out some special skills?
Look, unless this man does the hidden exploding head technique, he's fucking losing.
He goes over. The barkeep goes over here and hands like 3 platters worth of food to the half ogre. Says, "Here you go." And he says, "Oh God, thanks you." And then he like tips her like a handful of gold pieces, which to an ogre is quite a large sum. And then she goes over to the fireplace over here and goes over to Sharif and says, "Here you go, sir. Hope this caters to you." He goes, "Thank you." And then she goes over to the guards over here. At this point, the half-orc yells at Sharif, says, "Hey, lizard folk." He goes, "Yes? You want in contest?" He goes, "Sure." And then he goes, "I bet next person buys meal." Char goes, "Okay, it's on." And then at this point, people are going to the bar betting on the fucking eating contest between the lizard folk and the half orc and half ogre.
Look, it's gonna be over very quickly as soon as Jazargo steps into that fucking ring.
I have a very dangerous inclination and an idea that goes through my head because I used to be a former criminal. I'm thinking about trying to somehow sabotage the food of either the big ogre, orc or the ogre man.
Yeah, half ogre, yes.
Can I roll insight on you?
Sure.
Okay, roll insight, roll deception.
Cool, I have permanent advantage on insight, so yeah, yeet. 18. 22, I don't fucking know shit. God damn.
He is a Kenku, so he is hard to read.
Yeah, it's just like, buddy, you paying attention here? What's going on?
Alright, so what are you guys doing?
I'm being honest though. I'll be upfront. I was like, my brain is running in my head right now. I'm like, should I be a good Kenku and not do anything and hope that my friend doesn't get his ass beat, or should I try and intervene? And if I can't do it magically, how about I make them feel like vomiting their brains out?
Here's what I'll say. Sheriff has eaten nothing today.
He's
I
hungry.
think he's good. I think he has the advantage. See, this guy, he's been eating for a little while.
I'm more worried about this guy and this guy.
Oh, that... Look, there's nothing you can fucking do to help Jazargo, alright? Sometimes you need to just sleep in your own bed that you made, alright? He's gonna get fucked up. It's fine.
All right, all right. I will hold back my evil tendencies at the moment.
All right. So Joseph takes the bets of these four gentlemen for the eating contest. I'm gonna have, because Raylan and Sharif are good friends, I'm gonna have you roll for Sharif. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw as the first platter of food is eaten by both this half ogre and both by Sharif.
If I can roll for him. I cannot roll for him.
That's fine. Just roll a d20 dice and just add his stuff.
Okay, Constitution is +4.
Yep. So roll.
So you got an 11.
All right. So it's enough. So both of these guys just clean a house. The half ogre, a bit more faster, probably because he has a big fucking mouth. Second round of checks, so make a Constitution save.
Same D20.
Yep, d20 plus the con save mod.
12.
12. All right. Sharif gets through half of it, burps, and then continues eating the second plate. He goes to half of it. The half orc chokes a bit, goes, but you see that he's behind Sharif. All right, let's make one more check to see who wins the eating contest.
Big money. 21.
All right. Just by the skin of his hairs, Sharif is able to defeat the half ogre in the eating contest, and it was by seconds. And he goes, "Ha! I win half ogre. You give me more food." He goes, "Ugh, Ogard sad, but Ogard feel great, lady." And he looks over to the market. She's like, "Yes. Give lizard folk another 3 plates, I pay." And he hands her a fistful of gold. He goes, "Oh, of course, of course. Joseph, can we get 3 more platters to lizard?" He says, "Yeah, give me a second. I'm doing payouts over here." And he pays out the coin over here and gets cooking.
See, told you Sheriff had that.
Yep. Did we bet on that, by the way?
Would you guys like to retroactively do so?
No, I don't know, because I was talking to Marina about it and we got
Oh, I will
sidetracked,
say
but-
no. You two wouldn't be able to bet then.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we're good.
There you go.
At this point, the drow comes over, and Cray and Zargo, you hear says, "Oh, well, you almost had them there, Ogard, but don't worry, you'll win the next eating contest." And Ogard's like, "Ogard no longer hungry. Ogard require bed." He goes, "All right, big guy, let's get you to your room." And then the drow kind of leads the half ogre to his room.
Going to sleep off a food coma.
Alrighty.
All right, is this ass whooping about to go down?
Yeah, Zargo, are you challenging the half orc?
Now that's out of the way, shall we get to it, friend?
It's gonna happen.
Half orc's like, you're actually serious then.
Jazargo has stood up at this point, and he's jumping up and down very slightly, kind of clapping his hands, grin on his face. He's just happy to be there, quite frankly.
He goes, "All right, I'll see you in the ring then." And then he kind of steps off, and he's ready for a bare knuckle fight. And then Joseph, while cooking, says, "All right, we're taking bets. Skinny guy versus half orc." And then everyone's
You know what to
basically
do,
going
really.
around making bets.
Jazargo, are you sure you're want to have you spar. I'm not quite sure you're the best in fighting hand to hand.
You've not seen me punch a guy. You've seen me zap people, but never punch. Don't speak what you don't know of, you insolence. Don't. I'm just kidding. I love you, friend.
Right. Remember, you can always tap out, I'm sure.
Well, I think he's gonna tap me on the jaw and knock me out before I can do that, isn't he? I'm gonna drop my backpack and like take off my coat, any loose belongings. Leave it by
Are you
my
fighting
bar
him
stool.
naked? Are you fighting him naked?
Not naked, no.
Mental damage.
Okay. I'm
Just
laughing
my
over
kind
here.
of dirty coat,
All right.
Raylan places Marina's bet and looks back at Marina and puts a thumbs up in the air.
Nice.
All right. So you put 100 gold on the half orc.
Oh, of course.
Cray, would you like to engage in this betting? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'll put 25 gold on Desargo.
Hey, look
Kind
at
of
that.
a good luck.
Yeah, most of the people at the table, they're betting against Jazargo. There's one guy over here, this drunk guy's like, you know what? I'm gonna give the little guy a chance. Who knows? Anything could happen.
Yeah. Could have some confidence in him. He is something, I'm sure.
All right, he says, all right, all bets are closed. All right, competitors, whenever you're ready. Well, seems like your opponent's waiting for you, sir, as he says to you, Zargo.
Raylan,
All right,
I don't know
I'm
if you're
going to-
squeamish, but you might want to close your eyes.
I've seen
Alright.
worse.
I'm gonna go down, and as I'm stepping into the ring, I'm just like, give me a moment. I have a bad back. Just like 30 seconds to, gather my bearings, my friend.
That's fine.
And
I'm just
can I
stretching
prepare
right now.
dodge?
Yeah, you can prepare dodge, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Alrighty.
That's what I'm doing.
And we will start this fight when we come back from break. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll see how this goes. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes, guys.
I'm expecting the best comeback ever.
And we are back. A bit of a shorter break than usual, but everyone really wants to see how this goes. I would just have Cray move in to get a closer look here for cinematic purposes. All right. So because this is a 1v1 fight, I'm going to explain the rules here. No magic is allowed. It's fist-to-fist combat only. What's your strength mod?
My strength modifier?
Yep.
Yeah, give me a moment. Page.
+4.
+4. Yeah, you knew that faster than me.
Okay. What's your actual strength modifier this time?
No, it is actually
No,
+4.
that's +4.
Really?
Yeah, I have a 19 in strength.
Okay, so if you successfully hit, you will deal 4 points of damage to him. He will deal 5 points of damage to you. Obviously, you could give up at any point, but to make this a lot more interesting for initiative, we're going to do Dragonlance initiative. What is it, you ask? Basically, at the end of each combat round, we re-roll initiative to see who goes first and who goes second, just to imitate an actual fight. I don't usually do this, but this is a special case in this scenario. And then, yeah, we'll see how this goes. All right, you ready, Jazargo?
Yeah, my dice are handy on me, so...
All right, initiative, please.
Alrighty. Good thing I'm not rolling a 1, am I? Oh, that's a 7. Wait, 5, 6.
Would you like to use your inspiration?
No, and it's actually 8. I counted wrong.
All right, he rolled a
that's
21.
good.
So,
Alright, didn't matter what I was getting.
all right. He said, Joseph will say, all right, you guys can begin the fight whenever you guys are ready. Bless you, damn.
Bless you.
The half-orc will then say, I'm going to give you a reason why you shouldn't be looking at me funny. And then he'll go up to you and he'll punch you 3 times.
Prepared action, dodge.
Of course,
so...
with disadvantage. Does an 11 hit?
Nope.
Second round of attacks. Oh, that was a crit. All right, 10 doesn't hit you.
Nope.
Yeah, and you are actively quick in dodging, kind of like a fast boxer. He goes, slippery fucker, aren't you? All right, it's your turn.
No profanity in the ring, sir. All right, I've not gotten hit yet, right? You said crit, not spooky.
All right, so what would you like to do? Would you like to dodge? Would you like to punch?
I'm going to yeah, I think I'm gonna punch him.
All right, make your attack.
All right, that is that's 12, right?
That is a 12, and you do not hit, unfortunately. You throw your punch,
Right.
and it's an actual decent punch. He's actually quite surprised that a skinny man like you could throw like a decent punch. He goes, seems like there's more than meets the eye, huh? All right. Would you like to move, anything like that, or no?
No, because I don't want to get opportunity attacked.
All right, let's re-roll initiative here. Dragonlance
Alright,
rules.
pretty please. Oh, that's worse. That's a 5.
He rolled a 16. He will punch you 3 more times. This time without disadvantage. Does a 13 hit?
No.
What's your AC?
16.
Okay, he'll miss with
You
the
don't have
second.
any armor.
Do I not have armor?
No, you do not.
No.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Did you have
Oopsie.
armor before?
Yeah, I think it only gives me like 1 though.
No. What's your dexterity modifier?
+3.
Yeah, so it's a 13.
So you have 13 AC.
Yeah, so
13?
one. So
All right,
one,
well, meets it, beats it, right?
Yep, meets it, beats it, but you only take half, so you'll only be taking 2 points of damage. And then he crits on the third, so you'll be taking 10 points of damage as he punches you in the stomach and punches you with the left hook. How are you looking?
14 out of 24.
Mike Tyson coming in. This chat comment. All right, he says, "You yield," and as he cracks his knuckles.
As he's punched me in the gut, I kind of like a little bit of blood comes out of my mouth. Well, no, I just got the taste of iron. That's like the call that the fight's going good, right? I think
Yeah,
I'm having fun.
Fight's going good. Not for you,
Fight's going
however.
good.
He will action surge. He will use one of his attacks to grapple you, so this will be a strength contest.
All right,
Actually, I got a good chance here.
all right, that's an 18.
All right. He tries to grab you, but you're able to dodge out of it. He will punch you 2 more times. He will miss with the first punch, and he'll miss with the second one. You're dodging and weaving these punches as you go move a bit over here. All right, it is your turn, Jazar, to go.
Honestly, not as bad as I thought it was gonna do.
All right, I'm going to prepare. No, I'm not gonna prepare anything. I'm gonna unstrike him, unarmed strike.
All right.
All
attack.
right. Does a 19 hit?
Yes, it does. You deal 4 points of damage as you punch it right in the mouth. And as he does, you see he takes it quite in the jaw, but no blood, surprisingly, comes out of him as you punch him.
How many more action surges does this guy have, by the way?
He only has 2,
Okay.
and he used 1. He says, not a bad punch. Looks like I don't have to go easy on you. All right.
Not a bad jaw. My hand kinda hurts.
All right, let's re-roll initiative.
All right, that's a 16.
All right, you get to go first this time around.
All right, I'm going to prepare dodge, or just use dodge, right?
Yep, you can use the dodge action.
I'm gonna use the dodge action.
Alrighty. He will attack you 3 times, and he'll use reckless attack on all 3 attacks to roll with
That doesn't
advantage.
sound good.
To just make it regular rolls. 21,
That hits.
24.
Oh, that hits.
It's cocked. And an 18.
Ooh, that hits.
You take 15 points of damage total.
Ooh. Ooh, that's lower than 1, I think.
So he punches the living shit out of you. And he just, like, basically does a 3-punch combo right across the face. How are you looking hit point wise?
Oh, that's a 0.
Yep, he knocks you out uncold, unconscious. Does non-threatening, so you don't make death saves. And he goes, ha! And he spits on you. He says, "What a joke." But now that I know better. And he'll leave. And then, like, the obvious payouts will pay out. The payout isn't so great for you because there's so many people betting against him that you only get 20 gold on top of the original bet you put in.
Yeah, I figured.
And he goes, and Cray, as he stares dead at you, and he kind of, like, taunts you a bit with a gesture, and then he goes up to his gauntlet and says, "Come on, Golna, I think it's time to rest." And then he will leave the go upstairs. And Jazargo's just laying down in the sand.
Alright.
All right,
Get him
give me-
out of
let's get his ass. Yeah,
Alright.
come on.
At this
It is
point,
fine,
Come on,
man.
big boy. Come on, big boy.
all right, you wake him up, Zargo. You wake up at 1 HP.
All right.
That was good fight, Sheriff, but you were undermatched. Zargo, he says to you, Zargo, as he's finishing his second plate.
Alright, let's get you out of the pit.
Yeah, come on, Jazargo.
All right, the fun already finished. As like a little bit of blood's drooling out my mouth.
Yeah, sure, buddy. Come on.
You did pretty well for yourself, though. You survived longer than, well, some people.
They're better than I thought you would. To be fair, he did wield a he did wield a full ass sword against me. I was stabbed 6 times.
Eh, that's true.
At this point, your meals are presented to you. She says, "Here you all are. Are you guys planning to stay for the night, or are you just gonna eat?"
Yeah, I think we'll probably stay the night.
All right. And
Yeah.
there's how many of you? 5?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, most of the rooms here do fit 3 people. But for one room, it would cost you about 10 gold pieces for 3 individuals. And then you probably need to get a second room, which will be, I'm just gonna round it down to 3 gold pieces for 2 of you to stay in another room. But you might have to share with another individual, though.
Cray, you want to bunk together?
Sure, I'm fine with that.
Sure. I'll put 3 gold down for us.
All right. Takes it. All right, and then then she says, and "I'm assuming you 3 points at Shariv, Raylan, and Zargo. You 3 are sharing a bunk. In that case, you 3 are sharing a room.
So,
I'm cool with that.
Alrighty, then that'll be about 10 gold pieces. Then in that case,
I'm a little low on cash. Usually
I'll
too much
hand
my
up.
money.
I'll
Shariv.
hand the 10 gold pieces.
All right, she takes it. She says, "Give me 1 second. I'll give you the room keys." And then she'll go over to the bar, give Joseph the money. Joseph will hand her the keys, and then she'll come back to you guys. She says, "Here you are. A key for you." Hands you over to you, Marina. And here you go. Tosses one over to you, Raylan, which then you catch in your beak.
Yep. Thank you very much.
All right, let me guys know if you need anything.
Yep. Appreciate it.
Alright,
No, I'm
so
all
we're
good.
going upstairs?
But Jazargo, you okay there, buddy?
Oh, I've never felt worse, to be completely honest.
Yeah, that little taste of iron in your in the back of your throat, and then
Oh,
also
yes, I
behind your
know.
nose.
Blood. Yes, I'm not common folk. You don't need to tell
I'm just
me
saying,
I'm bleeding.
Look, you're gonna wake up in the morning. You're gonna piss just a little bit of blood. That's normal. Happens when you get to you in the kidneys. You're gonna be fine.
Well, I already do that, so nothing new.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
We need to go
No,
to a
it's not.
doctor.
Absolutely not.
Marina, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception,
Yes.
fucking not good.
What is it?
12.
All right. You have enough. You notice like this guard over here is watching over. He kind of looks at you and it looks like he's studying for a second before he could go up to you, and he says, "Are you wearing any emblems or anything like that on your armor?"
There's not emblems, but around my neck, there's like 2 different necklaces that have like different runes on them. That members of my family use when fighting.
Okay. So this guard comes up to you and says, "Excuse me, miss, not to interrupt the conversation you're having with your folks, but I recognize those runes. Are you happen to related to individuals?" And he kind of like gives a description of some individuals upon which you know is your family, your 3 brothers that you've been looking for.
Yeah, that's my fucking idiot brothers.
Well, it's quite interesting. They were here about 2-3 weeks back. Never seen runes like that. But
It's a family secret.
are you trying to find them, or are you just kind of going your own way?
I was trying to see if they're still alive, because they've been out for a lot longer than they should be.
Oh, he kind of gives you like the oh no type of look. He says, "Well, I got some good news and some bad news. Then, in that case,
Oh, what's that news?
the good news is that they are alive. The bad
Mhm.
news is that I think they might get themselves killed for what they're trying to do."
Yeah, they're fucking idiots. That tends to be the case. What the fuck are they trying to do?
I was overhearing a conversation with them saying that they're trying to bring their family's name back in order. And, well, there's no easy way of saying it. They're thinking about finding and killing the Swamp King.
Alright, where did they go?
Well, as to my knowledge, they're probably going on to Darkaron Swamp. So you'll probably find them there or whatever remains of them. Gods forbid. But I just thought you should know since you are looking for them. And I do hope you find them well in that case.
Sheriff, do you know anything about that swamp?
Make a history check for Sheriff Raylan.
Let me roll it. So a D20, and then let me check his modifier. A history check. Oh, so he has a -1, so it's a 4.
He goes, haven't been there. Shaman says there might be lizard folk up there. We might find some on way, if you wish to find brothers.
Yeah, I was hoping to find some guides. Alright, fucking hell. I don't mean to bother you guys. I know there's not really a job out there, but I don't want to fucking have 3 dead siblings. So I'm gonna have to start going that way.
Alright.
We can do that. Do we want? Are we going right now, or are we sleeping?
Fucking not right now. I'm tired. Like if 6 hours, if 8 hours was the difference between their death and their alive, they fucking deserve it. All right.
Damn.
But yeah, I think we're gonna have to be heading out pretty soon to go catch their dumbasses.
Alright.
Then let's head upstairs and rest up, and then we can start up early in the morning.
Thanks. I know this is not exactly what we had in mind.
Yeah, it's been a day. Good fail, but I had a few too many scraps.
Can't say it was boring.
Honestly, I
definitely.
really wish they let us use weapons. Then I would do that. Throw my hat back in that ring.
Alright, so you guys are heading upstairs?
Mhm.
Yes.
Alright. If you go down, scroll down, you'll see the rest of the map. Alright. Sorry, I'm just moving some tokens in the dark here. Let's see, is everyone there? I'll move you Cray down. Alrighty, so you guys go upstairs, and as you do, you guys see multiple rooms. You do see the key number to your doors. It's basically these 2 rooms here. One of them is said to be the one that Marina picked up is the one over here, and the one that Raylan picked up is the one over here.
Zargo,
Alright.
let's get in the room. You need a rest
Come on,
up.
pretty boy.
I don't need rest. You know I don't sleep. My eyelids don't even close.
I'm gonna just ignore that and try and go to sleep as best as I can, having known that.
Okay. Alrighty. Let me put some tokens here for a second here as I reveal some of the map to you guys. Alrighty. So, let's start with the 3 amigos here. You guys open to a room in which you see 3 twin bunks, each with a chest. Charlotte goes, these is what you peoples call beds.
Yep.
How,
They're actually kind of comfortable.
how does one lay in bed?
Well, given how big you are, you just might want to fall into the bed, but don't fall too hard because you might break it. You're a big man.
He falls, and you think the bed might like break underneath, but it doesn't. It supports it. It goes, this soft. It's weird.
Used to sleeping on the ground, aren't you, right?
Yes, that and grass and underneath tents. This feels weird. What is this? And he pulls like the covers up.
Well, this is supposed to keep you warm, and you're supposed to stay in it. Personally, right? I'm not like that. You and I are probably not like that, but humans, they really like that.
He smells it, and then he licks it, and then he goes, tastes weird. Don't need. And he tosses it right up against the wall.
Excellent.
He picks up a pill and says, what dis?
That is not food, and you can put your head on it if you really want to, or you can just throw it all into the corner, whichever way you feel more comfortable, big man.
He sniffs it, feels it, licks it, he says, there's feathers in here. What do I do with this?
You put your head on it if you want to support your head, but don't eat it. There's no birds inside.
Be curious. He smells it. He doesn't smell any birds inside. He goes, disappointed. And he will lay down, try to use the pillow for like a few moments before tossing it against the wall and just laying down.
As he tosses it, I have to duck out of the way because he nearly takes my head off.
Yep. All right. Zargo and Raylan, would you like to do anything before you guys bunk in for the night?
I'm snoozing.
Yeah, I'm just.
Eyes are closed.
Yep.
Eyelids do shut.
Alrighty.
Nothing to do.
All right. Let's look beyond door number 2. Boom. Marina and Craig, you guys enter in. You were told in advance that this room was occupied. He goes, oh, whoa. Oh, you guys got this room too, I suppose.
Yeah, we're not here to kill you.
Good. I don't want that to happen. As long as you stay away from me and don't do anything harm to me, I don't do harm to you. Fair enough?
Sure. Can you do me a favor and shut up for a second and turn around so I can get out of this armor?
Yes, of course. He goes in the corner and turns around.
Marina just starts taking her stuff off and like peeling off the fucking bandages. They're just kind of soaked in a little bit of blood at this point from just wearing them all day. Change those out.
Not done.
No.
All right, Craig. What you see Marina get undressed and like getting into her like jammies and stuff like that. What are you doing in this instance? As you see the half elf basically like putting his eyes in the corner, and he says, "Are you done yet, madam?"
Nope.
Well, Crazy's gonna fall onto the bed, like no hesitation, just kind of lay there waiting.
Alrighty, you do so.
I'm ready for tomorrow. Ain't much to do now. Wish we had more time with the blacksmith fellow, and I'd even get to find the pit.
Yeah, I'm fucking sorry about that, man. Give me a second. Alright, fuck it, I'm done. You can turn around now.
He turns around and says, "Very well. I'm gonna go to sleep now." And he goes to sleep. I see you're moving your token, Raylan.
Yeah, I just wanted to go and check in on them. It's like, hey, everything good in here?
Yeah, what is it? Why wouldn't they be?
I don't know.
Is there an issue?
Here,
No,
actually, here.
Mm.
While you're here, you mind holding on to my money for a little bit? I don't trust this guy.
He kind of like looks at your friend. He goes, he kind of like scoffs and turns his head right into sleep.
Okay,
Why you pretend like you didn't hear? Like I heard the sign, my guy.
I'm just trying to go to sleep. I've had a long day.
Uh-huh.
What's your name, my friend?
Why do you ask?
Because I can.
What's your persuasion
That's a
modifier?
pretty good reason.
Yeah.
My persuasion.
Yeah, what's your modifier?
+2.
He goes, if I say my name, will you go away and let me sleep in peace?
Sure, as long as you don't do anything with my friends over here.
My name's Kestri. You happy?
Kestri, yeah. Thank you, Kestri. And then I take the money if she still wants me to take the money.
Oh yeah, fucking. I don't care.
Alrighty.
Okay.
He turns around and he sighs and he's trying to get himself to sleep.
All right,
I'm
you have a
gonna do
nice
it.
night, Castry. If
I'll
you
do
try
it
anything,
inside.
fucking Rufus here will poke out your eyes.
He kind
Yeah,
of
it's not a maximum.
he's trying to ignore you.
He's a half elf, you said?
Yes, he's a half elf.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm just writing notes.
Also,
Write down
also
names.
feed
Yep.
Rufus a pickled eyeball just before I go to bed.
Okay.
Let's go see.
Alrighty. You guys fall asleep, healing some bruises, whether they be mental or physical, but you guys complete a long rest. When Marina and Craig, when you wake up, you realize that the half elf was gone and the bed was made and everything else like that. You get the feeling you probably left a little bit earlier before you woke up.
We should talk to him a bit more.
You have the
Stretching.
opportunity to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like.
Well, I'm not the one that got kind of shocker punched and on her ass, so I'm rather fine waking up.
Oh, look, trust me, my brothers hit me a lot fucking harder and a lot more consistently, so I'm okay.
Alright, good. So where are we heading with this brother situation?
Oh, they're fucking idiots, and they think themselves tough enough to take on the dragon, way down in the forest, the Swamp King. They're not tough enough for that.
So are we going in there to take them out, or are we going in there to help them fight?
Oh, we're going there to get them the fuck out, and if they try to resist, I'm gonna beat their asses.
Alright, the rest of the mission done, alright.
And this ain't the friendly I'ma beat your ass that I do like Jazargo. This is I'ma really beat their asses.
They're gonna be unconscious.
Yeah.
Alright then. Oh,
Yeah,
the other one
fucking-
should be around this time.
Alright.
Yeah.
You guys
Should be
wait.
fine. Hey, Raylan.
Hey, here's your money back.
Thank you. Oh, fucking Craig, count your money.
Alright. My money all day.
Yes, your gold is all there.
The guy seemed to be actually a rather good man. These are a serious mission. Got me stopped.
You never
and
be
go,
too careful.
I suppose.
Alright. You all going to head out with me?
Yep.
Alright. What's the swamp's name again?
It's the Darkerend Swamp. I can pull out the world map here. But basically, you know that it's probably going to take you a couple days, maybe like a week or two, just to try to get to like halfway through the swamp because it is a very dense swamp and what have you. But nonetheless, you guys go down, turning your keys. Do you guys get breakfast? Yes or no?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Left in breakfast. Never hurts to get a little something
Alright,
before
so-
you
Yeah.
go rescue people.
Yeah, so to fill your guys' stomachs, it would cost you about 15 gold for all of your stuff to eat for the day.
I paid for dinner. Somebody else get breakfast.
I've been buying too much. I think someone else can spare a few coins.
I'll do the breakfast, but I want us to stop by so we can get some rations for the road.
That's
Yeah, I
smart,
saw a
idea.
general store near the gate.
All right, so I'm giving 15 gold.
All right. You sit down, you eat your food, and then you basically are leaving the establishment. Now, the sun is shining in the air. It's glistening on the town. Nonetheless, you have the day to spend. What would you guys like to do next?
I think we go to George's general store, pick up a whole bunch of rations, and head out.
Yep.
All right. You go to George's general store. Are you guys just picking rations, or are you gonna purchase other things?
I'm fine with this
I'm-
ration.
I'm just getting rations. I still have all my equipment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Shari will probably just do stuff when he catches up next time.
Yep,
So
I'll message him. So.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let me just go down.
Rations
so
are gold today.
rations are 5 silver pieces for 1 day's worth, and you assume it
Okay.
might take at least a week or two. So who knows how long it will take or what have you.
All right, I'm
Okay.
gonna buy 30 rations for myself.
Okay.
Okay.
So that'll
So
be
that's
15
gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll do 15 gold with myself as well.
Okay.
Put the rations.
Alrighty. Any other equipment you guys would like to purchase, like water skins or rope or oil or anything else of the like?
We have plenty of oil. That's
We have
I can use it all.
an incredible amount of oil. Uh, fucking, I have water skins. I have
Can I buy like a tiny coin purse? A second one?
Sure.
Second coin purse.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be a pouch.
Sure.
They do sell, one pouch is 5 silver pieces. They do also sell potions of healing too over here, it seems. The potions of healing
Yeah.
are 50 gold pieces for 1.
I want a pouch.
Pouch is 5 silver.
Yeah. I'm gonna get one of those.
Alright. But you guys have access to the general store. They do sell potions of healing. You might need them, might not, but who knows.
all right.
Alrighty. You guys begin to head out. Zoop. Alrighty.
Right.
And obviously, whatever Sheriff wants, I'll message him out of game and see what he wants to do. But let's go to the swamp. You go to a familiar area. Let me get rid of wildfire here. And you guys are coming from... Yeah, you guys are coming from... We'll say you're tracking throughout the day. Basically going through the swamp. You guys are slowly approaching Dargaron's footstep, which is the quote-unquote true entry points of the swamp. Oh, Sheriff's token.
I
is
got it. I'll
finished.
fix it. I'll
Okay.
fix it. I'll fix it.
Gotcha. Alrighty, so as you guys approach, how are you guys walking? Are you like observing as you go, or are you just walking through the trenches, or?
I'm basically just trying to keep any eye out for like heavy boot prints sunk into the mud and stuff like that, to see if like I can notice if any humanoids have been through other than lizard folks.
Okay, go ahead and make a
Yeah.
survival check then.
Sure.
What is everyone else doing?
Oh, that'll be a 20.
I can help look for tracks.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that Char probably was gonna do the same thing,
Okay,
but if you rolled a 20, I'm guessing that's pretty good.
alrighty. Jazargo, Cray, what are you two doing?
As they're all, looking for whatever they are, I'm gonna go around, find kind of small, sharp rocks. I'm gonna start filling my pouch with those.
Okay, easily being able to find those.
I'm just gonna keep eye out for danger, any type of wildlife or creatures looking about.
Alright, go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception. Got it.
It doesn't roll well. I'd like to do the same thing.
Alright, so both of you make separate perception checks then in that case.
Yep. Oh. Nope.
No? Okay.
Natural 1.
Oof.
It sure is bright today.
It is bright today. Alright, Cray, what you rolling your perception check?
I got a 5.
Okay, it's very bright today. It's harming your concentration on your surroundings. So you guys can move at this point if you want.
Yep. Oh,
Sure. Did
don't
my
really
20
explain
survival roll do anything?
Oh, you are able... My apologies. So you are able to try to, like, disfigure, because it seems like this part of the swamp is, like, kind of common, but you are able to point out what seems like to be 2-week-old footprints that are still barely there. And you could clearly tell that this is one of your brother's boots because he has a rune on his shoes. So, more specifically on a sole, like an idiot. So, you do see what seems like to be the runic shoe print of what seems like to be your brother going more in this general direction.
All right, guys, I think I found something. One of my idiot fucking brothers likes to put one in the shoe because he's like, then no one will see it, not remembering that he has to fucking repair that shit constantly. But it looks like it's going this way.
All right.
All right. Continue to move. All right. At this point, I need you guys to stop moving your tokens real quick, as I have to make some checks here on my side.
Uh-oh.
Right when we rolled that horrible perception.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay, here's what happens. As you guys are traversing the swamp, you're slowly trying to get better used to the swamp, but, Sharv is like his second nature. However, what you do seem to notice is that the sun is very, very bright, and it blocks your vision. So much so that coming from what seems like to be out of nowhere, attacking what seems like to be... let's see. 1 second here. Alright, hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. I accidentally exited out something I needed. One second here. Because I exited out like a dummy. Alrighty, so we roll this first attack with advantage. Okay. So out from your corner, Marina, you see what seems like to be 2 displacer beasts coming out from the woodwork.
Mm-hmm.
And they are considered large creatures. Are they large creatures? Yeah, they're large creatures. So one of them hits you for a 25.
25 hits.
All right, now I roll damage, which is 1d6, surprisingly. I only deal 7 points of bludgeoning damage,
Down to 4.
plus 2 points of piercing damage, as it's one of its spiky tendrils slaps against you. This displacer beach, which has 6 legs, it sees 2 tendrils approaching you and the party, and you guys will do battle with it next time.
All right.
So
the piercing damage would get reduced by 3 as well, since it's a different damage type, so it'll only take the 4.
Okay, so we'll could start this combat next time, guys. So until then, take care, keep on dancing.
All right.